book, but I don't think it came out of a book. It was more so of a friendship that sort of was breaking apart, and yeah, that's where those lyrics came from. Yeah.
Where was it played? Did you say it played last night?
It opened up a concert at Longy.
Really?
Yeah,
I see. Is it on YouTube, or would it be on YouTube soon?
Yeah, we'll be on YouTube soon.
You are on YouTube already, by the way, I noticed.
Yeah, not any music, but just Beyond Borders.
Beyond Borders. Now, let's talk about music. I've been navigating my way to land on a conversation about music. Why music?
Why not music?
That's
Music,
one answer, but
yeah,
for this, yes.
Music was a mode of expression, and it's a way to connect with the artist that is actually performing that music, and it's like a common ground between people that actually perform the music and the people that are composing the music about what's going on around them.
In fact, I just read something by you, 2 lines long. And I'm so impressed, and I mean it, in which you say, music expresses that which cannot be said, and on which it is impossible to be silent. May I repeat? Music expresses that which cannot be said, and on which it is impossible to be silent. Remarkable. Could we talk a little more about that? Let's flesh it out. Is it cool to flesh it out?
Sure.
Why don't we do that? What do you have in mind?
What do you mean? I'm not sure what you're asking.
You say music is an expression about that which one cannot be silent about. Could you educate me a little bit and flesh that out, detail it a little bit, if you don't mind?
Well, if we're going to use myself as an example, I'm very shy, if you haven't noticed.
Of course.
And there are certain things that people cannot keep inside, especially when someone is going through something. And I think music is a great way to get that out. It's not easy to be going through something and not be able to tell someone. You get where I'm going?
Of course,
Yeah,
yes. How can I not be? How can I not get going somewhere? You're so good at it.
Yeah.
And the shyness, if you've noticed, is disappearing. Have you noticed that? Because you have so much to say.
I have come a long way, I have to say. I mean, from high school to college is a huge difference. I mean, like when I first started high school, I was afraid of even giving people a hug and stuff like that.
It's remarkable.
Yeah, now I'm just like a loving person, and I'm not afraid to love.
In a way, you may not believe this because you're looking at me now as a television producer, and most people will be shocked to discover, like you, that I'm also very shy. I'm not shy in the classroom. I'm not shy in my television program. Barbara Murray, my teacher, and others have schooled me, have trained me, and I'm increasingly becoming, I hope, good at it. Otherwise, exactly like you, I'm also shy. I empathize. I understand. Exactly like you, when I go to parties, my voice disappears when people ask me to name myself. I can't even shout my name out. I'm that shy.
Wow.
So I do understand.
Yeah.
But there is no need for us to be shy now. We're in control of the image now. Right? Although we are shy, we don't have to be shy now. So let's go back to that expression. Music is that about which one cannot be silent. It keeps on ringing in my ears. It's so wonderful. Now, from there, we'll have to go to your next your next project, which I have been saving for the public, through which I came to learn that you're serious, namely the Hero Project, as he called it.
Yeah, Project Hero.
Project Hero. Should we talk about that?
Sure. So, Project Hero is a project that I am starting in Montecristi, Dominican Republic, and it aims to send 9 Berkeley students down to start a music program in an orphanage in the community of Montecristi. And yeah, that's what the main goal of this project is.
And what are some of the details of the kinds of work that you would like to do there? You told me briefly about that in my office, and I remember how impressed I was. I said, remarkable. She's so young, and yet she's already beginning to embark on service to the human condition. It's so wonderful. What brought that about? In what way do you connect that with your interest in music and perhaps the purposes of music? Are the two connected, you think? Is music something that we do only because it gives us joy, or is music something that we do A, because it gives us personal joy, but B, it could also, if it's done appropriately, give joy to the world? In what way, if the second is the purpose of music, do you think?
I think music serves many purposes. I mean, music can unite. It brings joy, like you mentioned. It's healing. It's a mode of expression. And the list just goes on. And I feel that if humans express themselves the right way, we wouldn't have violence. You know, you get what I'm saying?
No, it's a bit profound for me. Maybe you can break it a little more. In what way does the music do that? In what way does it contribute to the reduction of violence? How does the musician do that?
How does a musician do that? Well, if you're angry, there's 2 ways that you can express it. You could either keep it inside and then one day you'll blow up and punch someone, or you can do it a different way. You can take out your anger on something else. Go and practice your instrument. If I know when I was told I sucked, I just took the mentality of I'm gonna get better, so I'll go and practice and I'm gonna get better and I will prove them wrong and we'll see who's right and who's wrong. And there's no need for me to be ghetto.
How do you mean that? There is no need.
There's no need to be violent when I have music, or to get angry, or etc.
In what way is that an expression of what you call a ghetto? Did you say?
You know, I express ghetto, well, the way that people will handle things in the streets, you know? Eye to eye, teeth to teeth.
That the fact that individuals express themselves in what you call the ghetto way annoy you? That disappoint you? Or do you make an effort to understand why?
I mean, I understand why. They just don't have any other options. They weren't taught another option, so that's what they do.
And how are we going to bring music to them so that they can heal themselves?
Say that again?
How can we bring music to them so that they can heal themselves?
There's many ways. I mean, if our public schools had good music program like the one at Boston Arts Academy or the ones they have in suburban areas, I think that will make a difference. And it's not even music, it's just the arts in general. If you put a kid to draw, they'll spend a long time learning how to draw, as opposed to looking for trouble.
So one of the dreams of the Hero Project, correct me if I'm wrong,